So the government told me that I'm not allowed to have a gun. That's what they told me. They said that to my face. They said because of my long, extensive criminal record and my long list of health problems mentally, they said I'm mentally unstable, that I'm unable to require for a legal firearm, and I can't fill out the paperwork. Well, guess what? Welcome to the Weekend Show with Mediumjay. I got a gun today. I gotta say, this gun's changed my fucking life. I think other than being born, there is nothing, and then you created a consciousness, and you were born. I think this is what it's like. My life is anew with this gun. This gun, I complete stress reliever. I had a bad day at work the other day. I went and shot some bottle caps, you know what I'm saying? Shots out some beer bottles, broken beer bottles, glass everywhere. There's glass actually all around my house right now. It's actually a hazard. I gotta walk around with shoes now because there's so much glass everywhere. Broken glass everywhere. It's a nightmare. But tranquility, I've experienced so much peace of mindfulness with this gun. I'm just thinking about this gun. The other day I was really like, man, what am I gonna do with my life? You know, I'm a struggling rapper, trying to make it in this game, and then I just thought, I got a gun. Well, I got a gun. Like, first you get the gun, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple chains. Now, you know, a couple bitches. I'm 1/3 of the way there to becoming a rapper. And you sure this is gonna help us sell our mixtapes? And then I just look at mixtapes. We get the gun, you get the women, you get the fucking chains. You know the mixtapes move themselves. Yeah. I took a bath in Epsom salts just a couple hours ago. Stirred up the bath with my gun. You know, whipping up pots with the Uzi. Shouts out Offset. Woo. Shouts out to everybody that has a gun right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in this climate. Shouts out to the people that don't, making it easier. Targets. You're just targets for us. Like the Joker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I keep this down. Yeah, safety's on. I keep the safety on, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you get gun safety. I was reading the manual and then just making sure everything's okay. And I realized there's a lot more things like the cleaning and that goes into the guns that you own and shit. There's a lot more. But enough about my ranting about my brand new gun. Brand new gun just dropped. Go check it out. We got a lot of news today. There's I mean, fuck what I written down, because it obviously doesn't matter. I fucking seen Alec Baldwin shot a woman. He killed her with a prop gun. And that's the biggest news headline. It happened a couple days ago, I think. And it wouldn't have happened if it was a real gun, you know what I'm saying? He would know the dangers if he had a real gun. First of all, real gun, you're not acting. So you know the dangers that lie ahead. But he thought he was shooting a prop gun. Apparently, prop guns can kill. I don't know. Why would they make that a thing? Like, blanks can kill, which is the weirdest thing. Like, if you put a blank gun to someone's head, the air alone can fucking put like I don't know, give their brain a blood clot or something, and blow their skull in. Still, the pressure, which is ridiculous. Like, or like their perforated eardrum. I'm not too sure exactly how a prop gun can kill, but it can. Even those little CO2 guns can kill, because you can Google this. Can a CO2 gun kill, or can a prop gun kill? And the answer is yes. Pretty much anything can kill. CO2 gun, if you shoot a dude in the lung or in the heart and they bleed out, it can kill. But apparently you can't shoot a man in the head with a CO2 gun in the skull, because the little BBs won't the little fucking pellets won't burst their skull, but it can damage their lung, which ultimately I think is worse. If you want to get shot, I want to get shot in the head like that, dead, gone. Lights on, lights off. That's it. I don't want to fucking be sitting there bleeding out for 16 hours with barely struggling to breathe with a tiny microscopic fucking hole in my lung, gasping for my last breath. It's a little bit worse, right? To me, I think. But a prop gun. Imagine a prop gun where like, poof, and it's just, I think it just shoots air, but it's like a pneumatic gun. Like if you get a pneumatic gun shot, you can like die like No Country for Old Men. That dude, what you used to kill cows. I think that's what Alec Baldwin did to. But anyways, I got a Alec Baldwin playlist on Spotify. I'll put it in a link in the description. Firefighters coming. It's because it's fire. Just a whole bunch of shooting songs in the playlist. It's like Who Shot Ya, Biggie, Bang Bang by Simone Sinatra or whatever, Sinatra's daughter. Shots, LMFAO, everybody. Just gun songs. We need as many gun songs. I was listening to Nas. I was thinking, we woke up this morning and got yourself. I was thinking that, but then I was like, dude, Nas actually has a song called Made You Look, which is way more. So I'm gonna probably just pop in Made You Look, and I'll share this on my social media. We'll get the Alec Baldwin playlist. It's just gonna be a lot of guns. I was gonna just make a gun playlist, but Alec Baldwin's out here shooting motherfuckers with fake guns. Luckily, my gun's real, and I don't have a problem with murder yet, because I know the consequences. I know gun safety. But yeah, we'll move on to some more news. Brian Laundrie's remains were found today. Brian Laundrie was the suspect in killing Gabby Petito, which was his girlfriend. They went out for a hike out in the Wyoming national parks, hiking. It's weird. His remains were found, and they confirmed that it's his skeleton, as well as a couple of his items were found under the water. This is strange. If you've seen the if you've seen the body cam footage, it was strange. She was like crying, but you could definitely tell that he was like, he was like kind of very manipulative with the police, and she was like very submissive. It looked like an abusive relationship. It looked like, so like, I hope like a lot of young women, especially she was like 19. She was like, 19 or something like that. A lot of young women got to learn, like, that guy. First of all, if I seen that guy, I would be like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I would, like, cause he looks, first of all, like me, and I look like a fucking psychopath. So I would watch him. I would watch him. Cause I don't know, just the way he looks like the type of guy, like a psychopath, that has to pretend, like he has to add in blinks. He has to remember to blink, cause like staring through a person's fucking soul looks a little too weird. But yeah, apparently Brian Laundrie offed himself. It's weird too, though. Like, the FBI sucked. Apparently, if you look at the maps of Brian Laundrie and where he died from his parents' house, like the parents were like, he's over there. Like, what, was he just in the bushes a couple doors down into the river? Like, how did the FBI, with all of this, technology and all this geolocation, how easy it is to walk around with a gun all you have to do is just put your phone. Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you how to get away with murder. First of all, just leave your phone at home. Second of all, you don't need a hairnet. You don't need gloves. Dude, they still haven't gotten fingerprints down. The lie detector, easily you can lie and it doesn't detect it. I'm sorry. police. I'm sorry, FBI agents. I have a gun. How did that happen? I went on the dark web. Boom, proxy. No one found out. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, it's insanely easy to murder somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. And they had trouble finding this boy. He killed himself 3 doors down from his fucking, a couple of blocks away from his parents' house. His parents are like, FBI couldn't find. Okay, you're right there, over the bushes in that river over there. All right, we didn't say anything because we just want our son's fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's so fucking, like, how shitty is the FBI? It's 2021, and they had it was like months where they were making this little guy out to be like the most insane woods. Like, this guy's like Bear Grylls, you know, drinking his own pit. Oh, he could still be out there in the woods. He's hunting, and, you know, he's choking out fucking mountain lions. You know, he anything goes. He fucking tackled a gazelle the other day, and he's got meat for the fucking week. I mean, they made it sound like he was the greatest survival man out there. Like, he should have had his own show. Dog the bounty hunter couldn't even find him. Dog. Yeah, and it was weird though, like, cause that's the modern day Romeo and Juliet, if you ever seen one, right? A tale of love and love gone wrong, right? Parents didn't want to be together. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really, kinda, but that's like the real life death. Like, as far as, you know, yeah. You can't, apparently what Brian Laundrie was, he came in seeing his girlfriend choked out, and the rumor is, like, they were just having rough sex out in the wilderness, and you're just you know, sometimes, because I had a buddy, and he told me, well, I still have the buddy, he's still my buddy, shouts out to my buddy. He told me he was choking his girl with like a belt, and he was like, I didn't want to do this to this girl, but this girl's like, choke me harder, and she's like, grab that belt over there. And he's like, what the fuck? And he grabbed the belt and choked her with it, and dude, he choked her so hard, and she just kept saying harder while he's fucking. He's like, okay, dude. It's if he said no to the choking, apparently that's rape against him, I think. So he had to do it. He had to choke the chick. He choked the chick, and she fucking passed out. But he was like Harvey Keitel in that motherfucker, like, you're gonna be okay. Like, she straight up was fucking unconscious, dog. And then she woke up, obviously, and he didn't get charged with murder, but that's a conspiracy with Brian Laundrie right now. And to be honest, it kind of sounds a little like, you know, just having some rough sex with your girlfriend. But I mean, you just got to come clean. Sometimes when you're trying to hide shit and trying to hide the body and trying to be evasive, it looks a lot more suspicious than actually. Well, I mean, he's dead already. Who am I giving this advice to? The next person that decides to choke their chick. You choke your chick, and then she's dead, and then you just come in her face, and then you say, we were just having rough sex. You know, she choked on my dick. No, that's we're moving on. There's a crazy incident well, I mean, if first of all, actually, before we move on, this is the gun episode, this featured episode. If Gabby Petito had a gun, I don't think she'd be dead today. I think she would have survived, because she was choked, and a gun beats hands. Gun hand. I'm not gonna shoot my hand, obviously, but you've seen what guns do to people. They kill them. And you kind of can see how this episode is gonna go. It's with my gun. A lot of stories. Okay, the story here, narrative that the passenger, these passengers, they watched a man rape a woman on a train in a suburban Philly suburban Philly last week. And then the narrative was that they filmed it for their own gratification before not even calling the police. And the prosecutors say that that's false. And then the prosecutor that's handling the case. The police superintendent, Timothy Bernhard, told reporters that over the weekend there were passengers present who should have done something. I think if I was there, my gun, it would have been solved. That woman wouldn't have been raped. And, you know what I mean? But apparently, they said that in the surveillance video shows two passengers holding their phones up. And we live in this society right now where I guaranteed if people pull out their phones, right? I see shit all the time and I go, fucking motherfuckers are pulling out their phone when a police officer's calling for backup, and they're like, oh shit, a police officer's having trouble with a suspect. Pull out the phone. It's like, nah, man. Sometimes you gotta take the law into your own hands, bro. Police officer, you need help, man. Bah! Bah! Gun down, dude. Suspect down, bro. Give me my badge of honor. They gotta get if you shoot a criminal that the police are having difficulty with, they give you a medal. Do it. I'd say do it. Or if a woman's getting raped, man, fucking pull out that gun. Bah, kill that guy, man. Or pedophiles. You see an old man and don't even assume it's his daughter. Just pop him in the fucking head. Fuck the dad, dude. Fuck him. He's trying to fuck. That's worse if it's his. Okay, well, I'll get back to it. But in the arrested, affidavit of the arrest for Ngoy, his Ngoy. I don't know how to say Ngoy. Kind of racist. I don't know where he is from, but it sounds like fresh off the boat. Maybe he just didn't understand the customs in Philly. Police say that he boarded the train shortly after the woman, quickly sitting next to her and repeatedly tried touching her to grope her over and over for the next 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. I can't believe no one done it. 40 minutes. I would see something happen maybe 5 minutes and I'd go, jeez. Hey, you sick fuck. Get off her. Then I'd start waving my gun around the 8th minute. But, what happened was, surveillance video shows the woman pushing the Ngoy. It's very close. Away several times, In his defense, he says that it was consensual and he knew the girl. Just fucking typical. That's what all men say that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's $180,000 bail and he's charged with rape. I say we could solve that problem. He won't rape anymore, you know what I'm saying? He's gone. Shoot him in the dick. Just leave him be. Shoot him in the dick. He can't function no more, baby. Guns. This is where this podcast is headed. It's just the salute, end all, be all of the guns. So welcome to the gun show, ladies and gentlemen. So FBI is offering $20,000 in exchange for info for the fugitive Andrew Peter Dabbs. Probably. Where could Dabbs be? He's probably dabbing in his grandma's basement. Oh, God, that sucked. But police say Dabbs murdered his girlfriend. This was 40 years ago. Dude, this is really weird. This is 40 years. Dabbs, dabbing up a storm. Dabbs was, October 10th marked the 40-year anniversary of when police say Dabbs did kill his fucking girlfriend. I'd say shit, if his girlfriend had a gun, and I don't want to sound repetitive, I don't want to repeat myself, but he could have been stopped in his tracks. He would have been, found laying in a pool of his own blood, and she would have been alive, and it would have been self-defense. Dude, I knew a dude that stabbed a dude in the fucking neck, but he was wrestling the guy because the guy was trying to kill him, and this is Canada, and he beat the case because the guy, he was in self-defense, and he had to stop the assailant. But shouts out to that boy. I'm not gonna say his name because he was fucking deadly. But he'll know if he he's kind of my friend. But if he sees me on this podcast, he'll fucking know. He'll know. And most people in my city will know the guy who I'm talking about. But if he had a gun, dude, that's what I'm saying. If he had a gun, he would have had a lot easier. Cause dude, stabbing a guy in the neck sometimes can be a little hard. It'll be a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we all have our own tools. Some people don't want to get messy. It's a lot of blood on your shirt when you're stabbing a dude. New York Times says climate change poses a threat to national security. National security? Well, I got a gun. Almost not if I can stop the fucking tornadoes with my gun. The fucking what? Tsunami gun. Solve it. Global warming. Gun. Anything could be solved with a gun, man. What? Greta Thunberg's complaining on national news. Gun her down. Anything can be solved. Bullying, rape, self-defense murders, wage inequality, climate change, drug dealers that get too big for their own good. Dirty politicians that take the taxpayers' money. Everything can be solved with a fucking gun. The police can't expect it to take care of you in the middle of the night when things go bump in the dark. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about guns for the world. I don't know, man. I think if everyone had a gun, a lot less murders would happen. Just like how a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people have masks on. People can somehow get less sick. It somehow works, even though half of the motherfuckers are like, I gotta use my gun. Half of the motherfuckers have it on their nose, and they're just protecting they have it underneath their nose and shit, and they're still breathing. A lot of motherfuckers, because when you're working, I don't expect my McDonald's worker to fucking in the back whipping up the burgers and my McGriddles. I don't expect him to be like with this mask on for 8 to 10 hours. He's already slaving away, and he probably wants to kill himself. Luckily, those guys can't afford guns because they probably would often. I worked at 7-Eleven. Oh my god! Every day every day around like the 5th hour of working there, I just stretched out and went, you know what? Suicide is actually tangible in those types of jobs. They're so shitty. But a gun would make suicide so much easier. But picture this: you're walking home late from your shift at your overnight shift at 7-Eleven, or your busboy shift, your last call, you're working overtime, at the bar, you just missed the bus that you're supposed to go home to, and the bus just flies by. You have a few kilometers to strut to get back to your place, right? It's dark, it's scary, you're worried. You know what I'm saying? You see the leaves rustling, the bushes, it's fucking close to Halloween. People are wearing masks for some reason. Well, I mean, because of COVID-19, but it's for some reason, for the holidays. And off in the distance, something runs past your peripherals. Was it a cat? Was it a dog? No, it couldn't be. It was a little bit bigger than a dog. You go, wait, what is that? Maybe like a giant raccoon, or a deer? There's no moose around this neighborhood. You know, that shadow it just plays in your mind. That shadow was too big to be an animal. It had to have been. Was it Bigfoot? Anything goes when you're alone with your head. You just keep racing these thoughts, and then next thing you know, you turn back to keep on jaunting down, and then bag over your head, it goes dark. You wake up in a van, and you're being kidnapped, dog. And you don't know where are you going. You're going to a rape dungeon. You're going to, you're R. Kelly's basement. You're going to fucking Epstein's Island, dog. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're dead, tortured, raped. You could be anything. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what will happen. Do you want that to happen to you? Do you want me to tell you what will happen to you? When you get yourself a gun, I will repeat the same fucking picture. Okay? You're walking, but in this scenario, you're gonna have a gun, right? So first of all, you're walking home at a reasonable time, right? Your boss doesn't fuck with you. Your boss doesn't say, you gotta work late. You have a gun, and he knows it because you posted on social media. Anyways, the bus driver doesn't fly past you. You know why? Because you're waving a gun at. You're saying, dude, do you want to fucking die? Or do you want to make this stop? You know how bus drivers are. They always pretend that they don't see you. But you're waving a fucking gun in the air. He's going to stop for fear and his safety. And then you hop on the bus. And then, you give him a friendly but firm reminder. And you walk down the aisle. You get to pick you're not going to the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 1950s, dog. You ain't going to the back of the bus with a fucking gun in your hands. It's like the Joker and shit. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want when you got the fucking juice. But yeah, then you give him a reminder that you can kill him, the bus driver. So it's just make it a gentle ride. Sometimes they be flying at nighttime and you get scared. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Bumps. There's bumps on the bus. Where was I? Oh yeah. So you're on the bus, and then you get out at your stop, but you see something again. What was it? Was it a dog? No, it's too big to be a dog, too big to be a cat. But then you would be worried if you weren't protected, but you're protected. Something runs past you in the bushes, and you see it, and you got no problem. Pull out your pistol. And you just start shooting up the bush. You bang, 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 bang. You shoot the fuck out of the bush. And then bada bing, bada boom. You made it back to your living room. Ooh. Bada bing, bada boom. Made it back to your living room. You know what I'm saying? You're living in your living room. And that's, hey, listen. It's his fault he's messing around in the bushes. He could have been... whether it was just a nice, a child playing at night, I don't know. Was it an actual little cat, little cat? You don't know, but you don't take those chances with your safety, because the other thing is, if you don't have the gun, you're definitely going to get raped. You're definitely going to get kidnapped and killed, and possibly worse, tortured before killed, so... I don't know. Everything can be solved with a gun, and maybe climate change was a little over dramatic, because no, you know what? Actually, know what? If you threaten God with a gun, or Jesus, if you find Jesus is probably hiding because he knows social media and the way the world is, so he's probably out there somewhere. You just threaten Jesus with a fucking Glock 14 or a Beretta or a big enough gun. You go, listen, man, it's climate change shit. It has to stop. And he's like, I can't stop it. And he's like, and you go, Jesus, I'm not fucking playing. You put the gun down, right? You go like that. I'm not fucking playing, Jesus. He goes, how'd you know that? How'd you know we could stop it? It's like, fuck. How'd you know I'm Jesus? And he goes, guys. All right, God. Turn off the heater. That's all it is. So guns can solve a lot. Let's go through the list of the movies that would have been solved with a gun. Halloween, Mike Myers. He's got a fucking big knife. You got a big gun. Who wins? You. All those teenagers could have been saved. In Friday the 13th, Jason, mask on, mask off, baby. Bah, shot in the face. Freddy Krueger, in my dreams, can't hurt me. I got a bigger gun. I got an M16 in my dreams. Like, I got a Call of Duty fucking arsenal in my dreams. Dude, Freddy Krueger's, gone, dude. Every single horror movie could be solved with giving those little fucking teenagers at the fucking camp a gun loaded. And hold on. Before we get into it, before we get into the next topic, I'm gonna do a little bit of ad reads. We got ads this time, all right? Shouts out to the ads. Are you struggling with mental health? Are your neighbors making too much noise? Do you feel depressed, anxious, nervous? Are you mad all the time at work? Are people stepping over your toes? Is your girlfriend dragging you out to a national park for her shitty YouTube traveling channel? Get yourself a gun. Today's podcast has been sponsored by a gun. Use promo code I'll shoot you. That's ILLSHOOTU. Shoot you. Then you'll save 15% or more on your next firearm. Yeah, go to guns.com. Guns. They get shit done. All right. Back into the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wanna be like a vigilante with my gun. Let's see. Okay, we got a lot of time. I want to be a vigilante with my gun, like Batman or Spider-Man or Wolverine. Just a lone wolf in the night running around street to street. You know what I mean? Block to block in my neighborhood, and just stopping the riffraff, because there's so much shit. I think the police need help. I truly believe this. I think the police need help. And I don't want to log into the police credentials, because police aren't respected. You know who gets respected? Batman. You know who gets respected? Spider-Man. Iron Man. Guys that just go off the grid, take their shit into their own hands. And the only thing is, it's probably like, maybe once I get enemies, but I'll start with low-level thugs, like what Spider-Man did in Spider-Man 1, going around beating up muggers and shit like that. It just low-level crime, work my way up the syndicate, then slowly find out the corruption in the police force and take them down too, then meet my arch nemesis. You know what I mean? Like the boss guys like Kingpin and Rhino and fucking Sandman, like guys with powers that been experimented on by the government, and then eventually look to my best friend for help and realize, goddamn, my best friend's the Green Goblin. What? So then I'd have to pop him in the face, because that would be Spider-Man with a Glock. It'd be Spider-Man with a Glock. It's just essentially a lot easier. You don't have to string up webs. Have you ever seen a spider versus a gun? Gun? Spider? Who's gonna win? It's fucking not the spider, I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah. It's just, I want to be a vigilante, because I truly, I've seen a lot of shit. Living downtown, and this is no joke, living downtown, a lot of people, assaulted and shit like that. And it gets to a point where, you see people passed out on the street. But if you had a gun, you could wake them up, for sure. Shoot them in the leg or something. But there's a lot of fucking people that are just dealing with all these problems, and in the hood, it's in mental health and homelessness, and then people like that are angry and take their abuse out on homeless people, and I don't think that's right. You gotta defend the weak people out there. A lady getting off her shift late from work, right? And she's being followed by a strange guy. if I had a gun and I was patrolling the street, well, I mean, I do have a gun, but if I was out there patrolling the streets, I think I'd be able to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this might sound illegal, but like if I wear a mask like Spider-Man, it'll be good. It'll be good for the community. And I got a mask. I got the Squid Games mask, which ultimately is a neutral. He's a bipartisan. I'm not the police. I'm not a criminal. I'm somewhere in between. I'll be like the guy from Schindler's List. You know what I mean? Just pick up the sniper. Just, you know, yeah, maybe today I'll just shoot around their foot and make them dance. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Give me that. Give me that. Smoke. Shoot a couple of guys. I think I would have to shoot a couple of innocent people just because I'd have the bloodlust like Alec Baldwin now has. Alec Baldwin, I seen a tweet, and I don't think this was a fake tweet. I don't think this was doctored at all in any way. Alec Baldwin, he's got the bloodlust. He said, I'm extremely worried what I did, and I feel this sense of I can't remember exactly the tweet. It's out there, but I'm gonna butcher it. I feel exempt, and my feelings of overwhelmed me, and I can't stop. I need more. He's got the bloodlust of after you, bro. After you, I've heard people that killed, and they go, dude, it's pretty fun, you know, but. Back onto the people. This one's for the people. Shouts out to the people out there. Like and subscribe if you're actually watching. You know what I mean? Don't just watch. Oh fuck! Don't just watch. Like and subscribe, or else remember what this podcast is about. You know, but back onto track. I seen this guy, you know, when I was at work the other day, and this is a real story, by the way. I seen this guy, and he was like pissed off at his chick. He was telling me this shit. I remember he came up to me, and he was like, "I need a mask or something." I had a disposable mask, so I ended up giving him a mask, right, an extra one. And he was like, "Man, I know he had a cut on his face because apparently his chick punched him out or something." And he was telling me this shit, like. He was like, yeah, you know, my chick, and I was just having problems, and I was like, yeah, dude, but like, yo, I was telling him just like shit, like, yo, ain't no chick is worth doing jail time for, dog. If you trying to go back, here's the thing, if you're trying to go crazy, you know what I'm saying, you know what happened with OJ, that's what I said, and what happened with OJ, well, actually, he did get off, which was probably gave him some inspiration, by the way. Fuck, dude, fuck. But yeah, you know, he gave him an extra mask, and you know, he was like, just kept going on about his psycho girlfriend, and I wasn't even really paying attention because I go, you know, I've heard it all before. I've heard so many homies that are in love and shit, and they go, turns out that shit was psycho, and we go, yeah, we were saying that all day to you. I'm pulling you aside, hey man, girl's fucked up, man. Yeah, they don't listen when they're in love, but yeah, and the weird thing was like a couple nights ago I seen him, right? And he was in my building parking lot, just sitting in his van. I go, Jesus, fuck. And I had to smoke with my buddy. And my buddy was like, my buddy's fucking, it was Todd on that guy. He doesn't talk a lot, but he came out. He was like asking us for drinks. He's like, you guys got any fucking alcohol, man? Just fucking so pissed off. Kept going on about his girlfriend. He's like, she won't let me in. She won't give me my shit. And, you know, typical, is a white guy too. So white boy problems. But I don't even know, man. It was just weird. And he didn't even recognize me. The thing was, because I guess I was in my work clothes, so I look a little different. But I was like, remember, man, you were at that 7-Eleven, bro, and you were fucking, you know, you're talking about me, and I gave you a mask. He's like, oh, yeah, bro. And he kind of straightened up and was like, dude, fucking, because like, he remembered what I told him. I'm like, I gave him the reminder again. Like, dude, like, stop tripping about your girl, bro. Like, it's looking pathetic, right? Anyways, well, not today. I wrote this when I wrote this like yesterday, but yesterday morning, was yesterday morning. I fucking seen him, dude, in my building lobby. The same guy, which is weird. You see the same guy 3 times in a row. And we're talking like this. When I first seen him, it was in a fucking different neighborhood, bro. It was like okay, imagine if there's multiple neighborhoods in a city. So there's like 2 neighborhoods removed, bro. So like, there's like the Upper West Side, East Side, and then he was somewhere because while I'm in downtown, he was. Well, actually, no. You know what? He was 5 kilometers away. I over-exaggerated that. He could have been walking, and he probably was. That's why he was pissed. But, yeah, I seen him in the fucking lobby with the girl, and I was like, this is the girl he's tripping on? This is the girl. I looked at her. Bro, she looked like a meth head. I guess he looked like a head, too, because she was yelling, saying, you're on fucking drugs, Brandon. I think it was his name. Biden. It might have been Biden, but it was probably Brandon. And she was like, you're on fucking drugs, get off. And they're fighting, going back and forth. And she was like, you're a fucking dick. And he was like, you're a bitch. And it was weird because I looked around, and I live in a predominantly like Asian building, a lot of Asians. And none of them, they're like, oh gosh, just pretend it's not happening. And I let it play out. You always got to let things play out because you kind of want to see the story about what's going on. He was like trying to get the keys, and she was like, fuck off, get out of here. You're fucking done. Like, we're not a thing. Like, maybe the pussy was that good. I don't know. Maybe the head. I've had chicks give me head so good that I go, I'll kill you. Fucking bitch, I'll kill you. Now I got a gun. And I don't have to worry about that. No, but she was, they're back and forth. And then at a certain point, he wrestled her. She was like slapping him around too, which was like, I go, he deserves 1 because he was getting the shit slapped out of him. And I go, give him 1. And then he threw her to the ground. And I just came up. And I go, hey man, take this shit outside or leave, or you gotta go. Like, and he seen me, and he knew who, he knew that I was the guy, and he remembered what I told him, and I said, yo, this shit not worth it, man. And I had what gave me that confidence to do, because I know upstairs I can go up and get a gun if shit gets out of hand. I got a gun. I highly doubt he does, because he would have shot her if he was that mad. So maybe guns. Nah, I think he would have been more cool and collected. He would have took the gun to the range, shot a couple of bottles, broke some glass, shot some targets, and had a couple of beers with his buds and said, "Fuck it. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks," as Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg said. But yeah, it was that weird when like domestic abuse, because police let domestic abuse go. As long as it doesn't get out of hand, girl fighting boyfriend, it's no big deal. So you let it play out for a little bit until you realize, like, okay. He's fucking throwing her he's throwing her to the ground. They're slapping, fighting. And then at one point it looked like they were going to make out too. It was weird. It was a weird scenario to be in. And especially, of course, because that's the one time the security guard wasn't in his little fucking office. And it was right in the lobby. So he would have seen it if he was there. But, yeah. It's a damn shame, dude. It's a damn shame. No one really, not a lot. I guess I could see that with that last story, or the couple stories ago, the train. I could see how nobody would do anything though. Like they look around like, are we gonna do anything? And I always go, fuck, I'm the guy because I end up doing things. I'm a doer, bro. I go, no one else. And then sometimes people do step up to the occasion. I go, whew, thank God. And I bet they are the same people that have what I think and go, no one else did it. But I go, if no one else does it, I'll show up and I'll rise to the occasion. But it's not because like I'm like morals or anything like that. It's because I'm lazy. Like I always want to help out the fellow man, but I go, dude, like some guys walk around with knives and shit, and you gotta worry. And I did worry all the time till I had my fucking 9, bruh. 4-5, baby. Yeah, fucking. I got 20 in the clip, dog. Well, 19. Shit drops mags, though. Just a drop mag. Fuck yeah. You know, my mom. I was, yesterday I was at my mom's place. You know, I got my baby shower coming up. Shout out to my baby. I had to ask myself. I got my baby, right, and I got a gun. I had my baby and my gun. Baby gun. I had to think like I held my gun in my hands for the first time a couple days ago. I held my baby in my hands a couple of weeks ago. It's pretty close. Like the feeling of like just like life and the power and the struggle. It's like life and death, right? And like, you know what I mean? Life, death. And you can't have life without death, and you can't have death without life. It is truly phenomenal. It's a truly phenomenal feeling. The gun, but the baby too. But the baby, I debated this, and it sounds fucking psycho. It sounds psycho, and just bear with me here. Gun baby in my mind. I'm like, why does it have to be either or? Can't it be both? Right? Because I thought about it. I'm like, I have to. Obviously, the baby's first, but the gun is so close to second. Because the gun, if anyone hurts my baby or my son when he's growing up, if he gets bullied, I'm showing up to school, dog, with that tool. If he gets, if someone tries to steal from him, someone says my baby ain't cute, I just got to shoot. It's just what I got to do, man. And I think like, and because I the reason why I put the baby first, right, before the gun, is because I thought about it, and the gun is so powerful. The gun is so good and sexy and sleek and metal with the grip. I got a fucking like polymer grip. It's great, but if the gun shot the baby, I don't think I'd be able to forgive the gun ever. Like ever. Like if my gun somehow shot the baby. But if my baby broke the gun with his bare hands, I'd go, baby, that's lit. That's lit. That's fucking lit. You crazy, baby. My baby was able to break my gun with his hand. Because it's steel. It's steel. And it's made in Taiwan. Shouts out to John Cena. It's made in Taiwan, so you'd be able to probably dismantle it if you're big enough. But if my baby was able to take out my gun, I would go, baby. That's my fucking baby, bro. That's my boy. So, baby over gun. I just had to put that out there, because I don't want the libs getting all angry, right? But it was a tough decision, conservatives. Yeah, it's a tough decision. And again, I'm Mediumjay though. I'm right in the middle. I find I like freedom. I think gays should have guns. And I truly believe climate change can be changed. Bruh, let's go. Change it up. But yeah, I was with my mom in, we were sharing the baby showers. I was hanging out at her place, right? And then told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm going to pass out, right? I'll just pass out, tired. And you wake me up in 20 minutes, right? 3 hours later, she wakes me up like, I'm going to work, Jeff. You gotta wake up. I go, what? You woke at 20 minutes, right, Mom? No, it's 3 hours. I'm like, Mom, I left my fucking car ticketed. I left my car, parked in in the fucking zone where I can get a ticket. Like, I told you 20 minutes. She's like, oh, I tried. I go, Mom, Jesus Christ, you probably forgot, dude. Like my mom's crazy, man. And then luckily there's no ticket. Because apparently nobody wants to work. There's like a shortage even in the ticket guys. There's fucking welcome to Biden land, you know what I'm saying? Trudeau country. Nobody wants to work. And the funny thing is, I think they're taking away the worker relief benefits come November, or is it the end of October? No, I think it's the end of October, close to November, which is gonna be weird. Like, there's like 800,000 people. I got an email, like 800,000 people in Canada that are dependent on this, and I go, but aren't those the same types of people that could work and are just too scared to work? I think like, because there's a lot of paranoid people that just once COVID came, like in 2020 in April sometime, a lot of people just said fuck it. Like, at least 20% of workers are just like, going on EI, going on CERB, doing whatever. I don't want to get sick, because they're frail bitches and they can't handle it. They never held a gun in their life. They don't know what true power is, and they just think, oh, fuck it, if they're gonna give me money, I'm fuck it. I don't want a person to cough on me. Yeah, nobody is working right now, man, and it's weird. I was really concerned though, man, for my mom, because I think she truly forgot. She forgot what. Because I told her, I'm like, Mom, like, you gotta wake me up, and she's forgetting things. Right? I talk to her, and she's just forgetting things. She'll trail off sentences. She's starting to sound like Biden, man. It's really sad. Like, she's got dementia, or early set dementia, or Alzheimer's. You know, she's dealing with arthritis, of course. She's having trouble. She couldn't lift her bed to move her bed, and she came to, and I'm like, Mom, it's so sad, like, seeing your parents get old, right? Like, every day it's getting worse. Every day I talk to her, and she's slurring her words. She's not making sense. She's laughing at things that aren't funny. Lord, forgive me, but when the time's right, I might have to take my mom out back to a nice field, an empty field, and tell her to look up at the sunset. This one last sunset, Mom. Enjoy it. Think about all the things. Think about all the people you loved and that love you, and all your friends and family, and my little baby boy. Remember? She'll go, what? What? My baby boy? No, my baby boy, Mom. My baby boy. And don't forget that I love you, Mom. Then I'd have to shoot her. You know what I'm saying? Bang. It's on safety. But I'd have to take it off, and I'd have to, because, like, it's like putting down a horse. It's been the Weekend Show with Mediumjay. I'm not going to shoot my mom. I'm not going to shoot my Just want to clarify, Mom, I'm not going to shoot you. I can't tell her. I can't tell her that. Oh God, is this gonna help? Is this admissible in court? Is this fuck? Oh man, like and subscribe. I got Immortals Make Messiahs coming, mixtape coming. It's coming out. We got the t-shirts. The t-shirts are available. Well, they're ready to pick up. I gotta go pick them up. I want to clarify. I'm not gonna kill my mother. I'm not gonna do that. It's just a joke. It's actually, this is a prop gun. I want to just put that out there. This is a prop gun. It's fucking like a little CO2 fucking BB pellet gun. That's why I ranted on CO2s can actually kill. I had to learn that. I know more about fake guns than real guns. I'm in Canada. It's pretty hard to get a gun. Unless you get a gun from the 18th century that are that's like grandfathered in, they call them. But could you imagine doing a drive-by with a musket? This cannon fodder on the block. The block is hot with my one of those like long nose revolvers that have like the 18th century. You gotta fucking put in the own gunpowder soot, and it takes like fucking 20 minutes to reload one bullet, one gunshot. Do a drive-bys with a musket. Oh man. Yeah, that's the Weekend Show with Mediumjay. Like and subscribe. Check out the podcast. Share it with your friends. I need to get some sort of fucking advertisement. I need to get something. I thought about it. If it's directed traffic to my music, which ultimately my fans are increasing on music, which is nice. But it would be nicer fucking to get this podcast going, like, cause like when I talk to people, they don't even like, when you talk to people with the podcast, you know what I mean? And when they ask, they go like, "How's your podcast doing?" You could just lie. They don't watch it. They would know if they watched one episode. Like I've been talking to my like friends and family, and they go, "How's your podcast doing?" I'd go, "You'd know if you watched it." Like, or like, how's everything going with your life? And then I'd go, "You would know if you watched my fucking podcast, man. Don't act like you know." It's like a fucking Family Guy joke. But yeah, it's just weird. Like they want to know what the view count is, and it's like, fuck off. Like, I do this not for the views, but for the thrill of audio journaling, And it's just everything. It just matters. Like, I mean, everything just is kind of, it's the type of lifestyle. If you make a post now, you know what I mean, and like nobody sees it, like it's like 2 views, people go, "Ooh, it's not doing too well." And you could literally be Einstein solving another fucking world problem. You could literally be, out there with like, okay, we learned how to fucking split the atom. I learned how to put the atom back together, dog. And people would go, "Ooh, but it's only got 20 views. I'm not gonna watch it." It's like, dude, no, it's like 5 minutes. I explain how to separate and then put back together the fucking atom. Ooh, 5 minutes. I don't have the time. Only 20 views. How many likes? 2 likes. Ooh, and one dislike. 2 likes. Oh, how many? No comments. Can't do it. You're like, no, dude. I explain how to put an atom back together. No, like I literally decombusted a person and then reanimated them back together like Frankenstein, except he looked exactly the same as normal. Ooh, it's only got 30 views though. I can't. I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. I would love to see it, but I can't. I'm busy. I'm busy watching the Nelk Boys.